Hey, so one question. There is one question we ask a prospect when they come in, because when they become a client, we want them to win. We want them to win big. We want them to win fast. We want them to generate a cash windfall, get a massive ROI on their investment to work with us, and make a difference, feel good, tell all their friends, bring more people like them. So here is the number one tool, okay? The number one tool, the number one question we ask before we take somebody on as a client, because this will determine their fastest path to cash, if they have a fast path to cash, because not everybody has a fast path, right? Quote unquote, it's all relative. And here's the question. Do you solve a problem? Okay, a lot of people, especially in the high ticket space, are saying, what business do I want to start? How much money do I want to make? And they craft this. It's the equivalent of, like Seth Godin would say, crafting a key that you just made up, some arbitrary key, and then go and try to shove it down everybody's lock, right? It doesn't fit, but you just bang your head up against the wall, running Facebook ads, trying to solve a problem or sell an offer that doesn't solve a problem. And here's the thing. When somebody's drowning out in the middle of the ocean, you don't have to run Facebook ads to them to convince them to take your life preserver, right? Because you're showing up to solve a problem. And so that is the number one way we can determine whether or not somebody's about to generate a cash windfall. Is we have 40 people in our mastermind, the network, and every one of them solves a problem. And when they come in, boom, cash windfall. Because all we do is remove the barriers for them solving the problem, right? A lot of times we get them to stop running Facebook ads just so that they can take on all the people that they can solve right now, and then we build campaigns later. And so if you're looking to generate a cash windfall and you think it's going to happen quickly, take yourself through this series of questions. Do I solve a problem? What problem do I solve? And now, are there actually people that have that problem? And do they know they have that problem? Because maybe you know they have that problem. But if they don't understand or they don't realize, then it's going to be a longer sales cycle because there's going to be some education. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's a managing your expectations thing. You cannot expect a cash windfall if you do not solve a problem that people have right now. So the question or the thing that we're looking at when you come in is, do you actually solve a problem? Are you building a business to solve these people's problems? If yes, we can generate you a cash windfall. That's easy, right? If you are trying to build a business so you can take these other people's money to solve your problems, you are sledding uphill and we won't touch you. And you should really, really sit back and reconsider that path. If you can make it work, great. It's going to be uphill. There's going to be a lot of friction. But the key here is, do I actually solve a problem? If you do solve a problem, you should just reach out right now and we'll generate a cash windfall, right? If you do not solve a problem, if you are just saying, I want to make $100,000 a month, not going to be able to help you. Not if you don't solve a problem. It's uphill. It's a lot of work. There's a huge cognitive load involved. We're trying to shove a solution down people's throats that they don't want or need. So that's that. If you want to generate cash windfall, ask yourself, do I solve a problem? What problem do I solve? For who? And do they know they have a problem? Are they problem aware? Reach out right now. You won't find better guidance. Bradley Grinnan says. Bradley, you're the man. And that's the thing. And if they're not problem aware, then your marketing should make them problem aware. What you should not do is figure out your goal and then craft a thing to get there and try to shove that arbitrary thing down everybody's throat, because it's going to be frustrating. You're going to piss people off. It's not going to be a lot of fun, right? So do you solve a problem? If you actually solve a problem and you were interested, we would take you on as a client, for example. If you don't solve a problem, we won't touch you. Not that you're not going to make it. It's just that we don't sled uphill for the sake of sledding uphill, right? So think about that. Do you solve a problem? Are you actually a service provider? Do you actually provide a solution? If yes, 2019 is going to be a very, very good year for you if you lean in to being a service provider or a problem solver and get away from just being a straight up like hardcore advertiser. right? So that's that. It's 8:30 Sunday morning here in California. I'm gonna go eat some food, hang out, maybe watch a movie. But ask yourself that question, solve a problem. If you have somebody sledding uphill, you could tag them here. If this is useful, you can share it. Just let people know that if they actually solve a problem, if they actually do a good thing, then they are just sitting on massive opportunity, massive cash flow. It's right there for them. They just have to stop thinking like a straight up advertiser and more like a service provider. If there's somebody banging their head up against the wall trying to sell a widget that nobody wants, share this with them, and maybe we can talk some sense to them and help them solve a real problem. Cool. That's all I got for you. You could drop a comment. MasteryModeSystem.com. You want to apply, you want to talk, you want to see what's going on, you can hit MasteryModeSystem.com. I'll talk to you. But just think to yourself, do I solve a problem? That's what we're here for.